Hey guys, Infidel 1258. Today we're going to talk about land. We're going to talk about my excitement around land, my expectation for price predictions on plots of land, some of the amazing things we're going to get out of land, and how it's going to totally turn our economy in Splinterlands on its head. It's going to transform the need for cards. It's going to transform the battle in the form of items and spells. It's going to be this new revenue generating opportunity for players and for farmers and for card holders and so on and so forth. This is huge. I'm deeply excited. And in this video, we talk a little bit about all of that. Stick around, stay tuned, like, and subscribe. I would say that's a fair price, isn't it? Let's go over to Gathering was asking about the Hive Engine marketplace and kind of what I do in here lately. Lately, I haven't been doing much because, like I said, I'm just sitting on my SPS and I'm waiting for SPS to have a pump before Rift Watchers. But vouchers are low. Chaos packs are a little bit high right now. $2.36. That's interesting. Beta packs, $40. Untamed, $32. The other day I bought several Untamed packs for $20. And beta packs are usually selling around $60. Plots is where I'm interested right now, guys. To be honest, I feel like land plots are a steal at anything under $200. In fact, anything under $400. And I'll tell you why. I don't know if you guys saw the video where if you guys don't follow Tales from the Cryptmancer on YouTube, you should. And we did like a 1 or 2 hour video the other day. I think it was 2 hour conversation. And we talked about land, and Tales came in and he explained how many cards we're going to need to allocate on the land in order to farm the assets. And it's something like 50 rare cards in order to farm the land. And I think it might have been 60 rare cards. And there's not even close to that many rare cards, guys. So I don't mean like just 60 rare cards. I mean 60 max level rare cards. So if we go to buy and we look at rare, we're talking like Exploding Rats, Twilight Basilisk, and Venari Seedsmith. They're about $2.50 per card to max it out. And that's what you're going to want to do because you want your land to have the most powerful monsters. What that would do is it would gobble up all of these cards, all of them, not like some of the Seedsmiths. It would be all of them. In fact, it would be like the math worked out so that it would be all of the Exploding Rats, all of the Basilisks, all of the Seedsmiths times 60 different rare monsters, every one of them burnt to the ground, spent in allocation on land farming. And that is so deeply meaningful because it has implications for our card market and the rental prices and the card appreciation that then implies a degree like so much seriousness around land. And because those assets that are going to come out of land, those items, those spells, whatever they're called, they're not going to come out of land unless you have cards in the land. And therefore, this is exciting both from the card perspective, but also from the land perspective, because the resources that the land is going to produce are obviously going to be deeply, I think they're going to be meaningful, but they're going to be probably, at least initially, scarce. What do I mean? Not all of the land can be properly supported with the cards that we have in the game. That's what I'm getting at. And that was deeply unpacked with me and Tails. Hopefully you saw the video. And then he even went in and he explained the expected market price for the 24-hour volume on these items and spells. And he said, if it's something like the marketplace of these cards, and that's what Matt has suggested, you're talking millions of dollars. And that would make each sort of land plot have a revenue generating opportunity in the neighborhood of like $500. And so land is woefully, if this data is correct, and it seemed to me it was well thought out when I listened to him. You guys can go listen to the video yourself and see what you think. But I get the feeling that plots of land for just a basic plot of land, $500 is very reasonable. And here we are at 180 on the market. So that's one of the places I'm interested in gathering from the assets that are available on the marketplace. That's one of the ways that that's the things I'm attending to, but I won't pull the trigger on that unless some of my other cryptocurrency really goes for a ride, because I'm not going to liquidate cards to buy more land. I'm not going to put fresh thousands of dollars worth of fresh fiat money in to buy more land. But if I did have one of my cryptocurrencies spike right now, and I do consider that possible, then I would be serious about looking at getting another tract of land, or even possibly a region. Gathering. Not everyone is going to put summoners and monsters on land, especially if they own 100 plots. They simply can't manage that many. That's right. And because they can't manage that many, I hope I made this clear. Because they can't manage that many, there'll be fewer of the resources that land is able to produce. And therefore, the resources that do come out of land by people who own land with enough cards to farm that land, such as myself, I'm actually going to see the results. Guys out there that have, like, Gank owns a region. He has a lot of cards too, but I don't know. I don't think he's ready to properly farm a region. And I suspect, even if he calls on the immortal gods to kind of farm it as like a collective thing, because he's part of the IG. And so my point is that there won't be a ton of farmers in the early onset, and therefore those who do farm, such as myself, are going to get those resources and therefore charge premiums on the assets that come out of it. I'm actually reminded of something, Jim. We were talking about land earlier when you were away, and land. This just came into my mind. What was it? Land. Oh, so we're gonna get SPS airdropped for holding land plots. So you're gonna get like roughly 5 SPS per day per plot, if I remember correctly. And I could be wrong about that, but it's something like that. I'm pretty sure it was 5 yes, it was 5 SPS a day. And then Gank was saying, like, look, if it's 50 cents per SPS, which is nowhere near it right now, but calculator.
Dude, that's sick.
5 times 0.5, 250 a day times 365. It's like he had a that'd be $900. No, see, I must be off on something. I think he said maybe it was just 2 SPS a day. Anyways, it was like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 SPS a day. And that's going to equate to, that's another factor that I was mentioning earlier about land. I think land's worth at least $500 a plot. This is one more thing where it's like, I think land is worth at least $500 a plot. There's SPS you're going to get airdrop. There's resources that are going to come out of that land. That resources are going to drive up card prices, which are going to drive up the excitement around the game, which is going to drive up the value of the land. Plus, there's not enough cards to farm the land, and the land is going to. Therefore, if you can farm your land, you're going to see more. You're going to be one of the fewer providers providing these scarce resources, which means they'll be expensive, and you'll get an even more payday from them. So you get farming rewards, you get SPS airdrops on your land, you get price appreciation, I'm quite certain, on the plots, because I think 500 to 1,000 is like a bargain. I think if you get lucky with one of the legendaries with a castle or a keep on it, you are like, that's a $5,000 plot of land, I think. And we won't know until you open them. But man, land is way underrated, and yes, I want more of it. I got 400 hive. That's $227. You know what? Let's buy a plot of land if we can before we. And if there's any last questions, guys, I'm happy to get into it. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about, but I don't have anything else for tonight. But me and Jim are coming to hang out tomorrow on Splinterlands TV, so I hope you'll come be with us there too. Let's see. So seller $299.
Yeah. Be there or be square, because you won't be around. Get it? Square and round, like a.
So I'm getting one. I'm getting one more. It's too inexpensive. Buying a plot of land.
You're only getting one. I'm about to drop like 700 on land real quick. Am I crazy? Maybe. Might be.
I want a tract.
Definitely.
I want another tract. I sold my tract. I want to replace that tract. But right now, I just need other things to happen first.